This video is about she was his bonded mate but her wolf never awakened. If this story captivates you, please like the video, share it with loved ones, and write in the comments how it touched your heart. The moon hung low over the sprawling forest, casting a silvery glow that illuminated the clearing where the steel-clad pack gathered. The air was thick with tension as Alaric, the alpha, stood at the center, his powerful form taut with anticipation. He could feel the weight of the night pressing against him, a palpable energy thrumming through his veins. Tonight was the night he would claim his mate. Luna, a soft, radiant presence amongst the wolves, stood apart from the others. Her striking auburn hair glimmered in the moonlight, yet her eyes, deep and unyielding, betrayed a different kind of turmoil. She was the bond he had longed for, the one destined to stand beside him as the pack's future leader. But a dark shadow loomed over the bond that was meant to unite them. "Luna," he called, his voice filled with a mixture of longing and frustration. "Come here, you belong with me." She hesitated, her heart racing under the weight of unspoken words. "Alaric," she began, her voice barely above a whisper, "you know that. My wolf hasn't he awakened." His gaze darkened, frustration seeping into the edges of his voice. "But that doesn't change the bond we share. We were destined for each other. Luna, you're my mate." The other members of the steel-clad pack watched silently, their eyes flicking between their alpha and his mate. They had witnessed the stance of emotions countless times, his desperate yearning, her reluctant retreat. The tension coiled thickly in the air. "The destiny forged our bond, Alaric, but my wolf. She remains dormant," she replied, her heart aching as she spoke the words. "Maybe she just needs a reason to awaken," he said, stepping closer, his voice low and rich with unyielding determination. "Maybe she needs you to accept what we are together." His presence was magnetic, and she felt it like an electric spark between them. Yet, the doubt in her heart loomed larger than the moon above them. What if she never awakens? What if I am not worthy of the bond? The force of his denial echoed in the clearing, startling the pack. "You are more than worthy, Luna. You are everything to me. We can face this together." A soft whimper escaped her lips as she took a step back, the distance between them stretching like an unbridgeable chasm. "I can Alaric. I can be the mate you deserve." His jaw clenched, and the raw pain in his eyes cut through her like a knife. "Don't say that. You are my everything. I'll fight for you." But Luna felt trapped in a web of expectations, even as her heart screamed for him. "You deserve an alpha female, someone who can stand at your side, not a broken wolf." "Stop this!" He stepped forward, a fierce growl rumbling in his chest. "You are not broken. You are perfect just the way you are." "Perfect? I can even shift? How can I be perfect?" She bit back tears, a storm of emotion swirling within her. "You will only resent me, Alaric. I can live with that pain." His gaze softened, the anger ebbing away, replaced by profound sorrow. "I could never resent you. You are my mate, and I will do anything to help you find your wolf." Luna wanted to believe him, but doubt gnawed at her heart. "What if I fail you?" "Then we'll face it together, I promise," he replied, stepping closer, vulnerability shining in his eyes. "I won't let you go. Not now. Not ever." Just then, a sharp howl echoed through the trees, pulling their focus. The pack turned, their instincts kicking in. From the shadows emerged Kale, Alaric's closest friend and rival, his presence like a storm brewing. He had always been the dark horse in the pack, a wolf known for his cunning ambition. "Ah, my alpha," Kale said, a sly smirk on his lips. "Is this the mate you've been pining for? The one who can even embrace her wolf?" The air thickened with hostility, Alaric's body tensing as he stepped protectively in front of Luna. "Leave her out of this, Kale. This isn't your fight." "Yet it is," Kale retorted, his voice dripping with mockery. "Seems you've chosen a weak mate, a liability, really. What good is a wolf who cannot shift?" Luna felt tears stinging her eyes as Kale's words struck deep. Alaric's fury burned brightly, but she could see the flicker of doubt in his gaze as Kale's taunt sunk into the depths of his heart. "Enough," Alaric growled, his voice resonating with authority. "I will not allow you to speak to her that way. Luna is my mate, and I will protect her, no matter the cost." Kale laughed, low and menacing. "Protect her? From what? The truth. You are only setting yourself up for heartbreak, Alaric. She'll never be the mate you need her to be." The tension spiraled, the pack caught in the cyclone of emotions. Luna turned away, the weight of rejection clawing at her heart. "Yes, right, Alaric. I am not enough." "Stop it." His voice broke, urgency laced with desperation. "You are enough. You are more than enough. You just need to believe in yourself." "Maybe I just need to accept my fate," she whispered, the tears spilling over her cheeks. Maybe this bond isn't meant to be. Enough? Alaric's voice rang out, raw and furious. I refuse to let you go without a fight. I will break every bond, shatter every doubt, to prove to you that we belong together. His fierce determination ignited a spark of hope, but the shadows of uncertainty loomed larger. Her heart wavered, caught between love and fear. What if I never awaken? Will you still stand beside me? Always, he vowed, his voice steady. I will never abandon you, Luna. You are my heart, my soul. I will fight for you, even if it means battling my own pack. Tension crackled between them, a fragile thread of hope weaving through the despair. But just as Luna was about to respond, Cale stepped closer, his eyes glinting with malice. Fight all you want, Alaric, he sneered. But I will take the pack if you falter. Then let it come to that, Alaric shot back, his resolve unwavering. I will protect what is mine. As Alaric's fierce declaration hung in the air, Luna's heart swelled with a mix of love and dread. Her wolf remained silent, but deep within her a flicker of strength ignited. Maybe she breathed, searching Alaric's eyes. Maybe we can find a way together. Maybe I can learn to embrace what I fear. Alaric's gaze softened, hope reflecting in his stormy eyes. Yes, together, we'll awaken your wolf. You will learn to trust in our bond. As the moonlight bathed them in its ethereal glow, Luna felt a pulse of energy between them, a whisper of destiny. Though the path ahead was fraught with challenges, they would face them side by side. And in that moment, amidst the shadows and uncertainties, a bond stronger than fear began to form. A bond that would test their hearts, their love, and the very essence of their destinies. As dawn broke over the horizon, the first rays of sunlight filtered through the trees, casting an ethereal glow over the Steel-Claw Pack's territory. The night's tension hung in the air, but for Alaric and Luna, a flicker of hope ignited within them. Alaric, Luna said softly, her voice barely a whisper as they stood together at the edge of the clearing, the remnants of moonlight still clinging to the trees. What if Cale is right? What if I can never awaken my wolf? He turned to her, his expression a mix of determination and tenderness. I want to let him win, Luna. He thrives on your doubts. You must trust in our bond. What if I can't? Her heart twisted painfully at the thought. You are the alpha. Your future depends on having a strong mate at your side. Alaric stepped closer, the warmth of his body enveloping her like a protective shield. My future depends on you, Luna, not some mythical version of you, but the woman who stands before me. You are everything I need. Luna felt the sincerity in his words, but the chasm of her insecurities threatened to swallow her whole. But what if I fail you? Then we will learn together. This is not just about you awakening your wolf, it is about us discovering who we are meant to be. His eyes held hers fierce and unwavering. Together. In that moment, she saw the fire of their bond flickering and sparking to life. Together, she echoed, her heart daring to hope. Alaric smiled, a light breaking through the clouds of doubt. Let us start today. I want to train with you, to show you that you are strong, even if you don't believe it yet. As they began their training, Luna felt a strange exhilaration coursing through her veins. Alaric guided her, teaching her to connect with her instincts, urging her to trust herself. Each step, each breath was a reaffirmation of their bond. Feel the earth beneath your feet, he instructed, his voice a soothing balm. Let it ground you. You are part of this land, just as your wolf is part of you. With every passing moment, she could feel the walls around her heart slowly crumbling. But lurking beneath her newfound determination was a shadow of the potential for betrayal. If Cale saw their progress, he would strike with whatever he could. Later that evening, as the stars began to blanket the sky, Alaric and Luna sat by a flickering fire. The warmth enveloped them, but within Luna, a storm raged. Alaric, what if Cale tries to tear us apart? He asked, relentless. We'll all stand together, Alaric promised, his fingers intertwining with hers. I want to let him. He may be cunning, but I am not afraid of his games. His words have already planted doubt in my mind, Luna admitted, her voice trembling. What if they be true? Luna, he said firmly, tilting her chin to meet his gaze. You're strong. If we face this together, he cannot break us. Look at me. She met his stormy blue eyes, and in their depths she found a flicker of certainty. I'll try, she whispered, her heart swelling with affection. As the days turned into weeks, they trained relentlessly. Alaric pushed her, yet always with care, recognizing her limits but encouraging her to test them. But every time she felt a shift within her, the whisper of her wolf, it would retreat, leaving her vulnerable and frustrated. One afternoon, after an especially grueling training session, Luna collapsed onto the forest floor, the weight of her failure suffocating her. I'll never be enough, she gasped, tears slipping down her cheeks. I'll never wake her. Alaric knelt beside her, placing a hand gently on her back. You are enough, Luna. Your strength comes not just from your wolf, but from your heart. You need to believe that. But I don't even know who I am without her, she replied, her words choked with emotion. Without my wolf, I feel lost. Then we'll find her together, he promised. I'll stand by you every step of the way. Just don't give up on me. And so, they continued, the bond between them deepening with each challenge. But lurking in the shadows, Cale watched, his dark ambition growing. One moonlit night, he approached Luna as she practiced alone, the echoes of Alaric's encouragement still fresh in her mind. Oh, the broken wolf, he sneered, stepping from the shadows. Training without your alpha, how adorably pathetic. Leave me be, Cale, she replied, her voice steady despite the fear creeping into her heart. Why, I am only here to offer you a chance to embrace your true potential, he said smoothly, his eyes glinting with malice. Why waste your time with Alaric? He is only setting you up for failure. Tension crackled in the air, and Luna felt her instinct screaming at her to flee. I am not interested in your games, she said, trying to sound braver than she felt. Is that so? He stepped closer, his presence suffocating. Let me show you what you could become, Luna. I can awaken your wolf. Unlike Alaric, you could be a true force within the pack. His words dripped with temptation, and doubt crept into her mind. And what is the cost? She asked. Worry. Just a simple choice, join me, and together we'll rise. You will never have to worry about being weak again. His gaze bored into hers, a predator sizing up its prey. Luna's heart raced, the words filling her with both dread and curiosity. But just then, Alaric emerged from the trees, his presence a fortress of protection. Get away from her, Cale. Ah, the mighty Alpha, Cale taunted, stepping back but not backing down. I was merely offering your mate a chance to unleash her true power. She doesn't need your twisted promises, Alaric growled, his fury palpable. Luna, come here. But Cale's voice held a silken allure. What is strength without freedom, Luna? Alaric only wants to keep you shackled. Cale, stop, Luna said, her heart racing between the two wolves. You don't understand. I understand perfectly, Cale shot back. You are too afraid to embrace your destiny. Join me, and I will show you what you are capable of. Enough. Alaric roared, stepping protectively in front of her. She is not a pawn in your game. What if she chooses? Cale's mockery hung in the air like a bitter wind. What if she wants to explore her true nature? Luna, listen to me, Alaric urged, his voice raw. You are not weak. You are my mate, and together we will conquer whatever darkness surrounds us. But uncertainty flickered in Luna's heart, a conflict of loyalty tearing at the fabric of her soul. I don't know, she cried, feeling the pressure of both their hopes weighing heavily upon her. Choose strength over fear, Alaric implored, reaching for her hand. Choose us, choose the bond we share. Or embrace the power within you, Cale added, his voice insidious. Leave behind the one who believes you are anything less than extraordinary. The battle for her heart raged within, and Luna felt caught in the crossfire of their fates. But then, amidst the chaos, she remembered the moments they had shared, the warmth of Alaric's embrace, the unwavering support, and the fire of their shared hope. I choose, she whispered, her voice steadying. I choose love. I choose Alaric. The air crackled with tension, and Alaric's eyes lit up with hope, but Cale's expression darkened, fury boiling beneath the surface. Then you've made a grave mistake. Your mistake was thinking you could break us, Alaric asserted, stepping forward, chest puffed with defiance. Luna is stronger than you'll ever know. The shadows of betrayal loomed large, but Luna stood tall, the flicker of her wolf stirring within her, ignited by the power of her choice. I won't let you taint our bond, Cale. With a furious growl, Cale retreated, vowing to return with darker schemes. As he vanished into the night, Alaric turned to Luna, his breath ragged with emotion. You chose us, you chose me. Luna smiled through her tears, feeling the weight of her decision settle into her heart. I won't let fear win anymore, Alaric. But then let us awaken your wolf together, he said, his voice filled with new resolve. As they stood under the watchful gaze of the moon, Luna felt a pulse of energy, a whisper of destiny culling through. The moonlight bathed the forest in an enchanting glow as Luna and Alaric stood together, their hearts echoing the rhythm of the night. The air crackled with unspoken promises, the promise of becoming whole, finally united. A newfound strength surged within Luna, igniting a fire she thought long extinguished. Are you ready? Alaric asked, his voice steady yet laced with anticipation. His stormy blue eyes held hers, a mesmerizing mix of hope and love. Luna took a deep breath, steadying herself against the tides of doubt that still threatened to pull her under. I think so. I can feel how my wolf, she is, stirring. A spark of joy flickered in Alaric's eyes. Then let us harness that energy, trust in what we've built together, trust in us. With each step deeper into the forest, the atmosphere thickened with magic, wrapping around them like an embrace. They arrived at a secluded glade, surrounded by ancient trees that seemed to whisper secrets of the past. The moon hung high, a silver sentinel watching over them. Close your eyes, Alaric instructed, his voice dropping to a soothing murmur. Breathe, feel the connection to the earth, to the moon. She obeyed, letting the sounds of the night wash over her. As the cool breeze danced against her skin, a sense of calm enveloped her. The world around faded, leaving only the heartbeat of the forest and the steady pulse of her own heart. Now, envision your wolf, Alaric continued, kneeling beside her. What does she look like? What does she feel like? I see her, Luna whispered, a tremor of excitement threading through her voice. She is strong, wild, and free, but she is hiding from me. Then let her know you are ready to embrace her, he urged, placing a reassuring hand on her shoulder. Call to her, Luna, let her feel your love, your determination. With her heart pounding in her chest, she focused on the bond they shared. I am here, she breathed, feeling the warmth of Alaric's presence grounding her. I choose you, I choose us. In that moment, a rush of energy surged through her, raw and untamed. She felt the earth beneath her, the life force pulsating through her veins. I am ready, she declared, her voice ringing out like a battle cry. As if in response, a sudden gust of wind swept through the glade, whipping her hair around her face. Alaric's eyes widened, the intensity of the moment igniting a fierce pride within him. Yes, let her know you are ready to awaken. Luna visualized her wolf breaking free from the chains of uncertainty, and she let all her fears seep out in a single breath. I am not afraid anymore. The ground trembled slightly, and Luna gasped as she felt a powerful force within her, like a torrent of energy rushing to the surface. Alaric, she cried, overwhelmed by the sensation. Focus, Luna, embrace it. His voice was firm, yet filled with unwavering encouragement. With every ounce of strength, she channeled her emotions, her love for him, the bond that intertwined their fates. And then, like the softest whisper in the wind, she felt it, a flicker of warmth igniting deep within her core. There you are, she breathed, tears spilling down her cheeks. Suddenly, she was engulfed in a blinding light, a radiant surge of energy bursting forth, illuminating the glade. Alaric shielded his eyes, his heart racing as he witnessed the transformation unfolding before him. A howl erupted from Luna's throat, a sound that resonated through the trees, a sound of a wolf breaking free. The light faded, revealing a magnificent wolf, her fur shimmering like liquid copper under the moonlight. Luna had finally awakened. Luna stood as her wolf, feeling the wildness coursing through her veins. She felt powerful, untamed, and utterly alive. But with that power came a wave of uncertainty. Alaric, she thought, her mind racing with conflicting emotions. I am here, Luna, he reassured her, his voice echoing through their bond. You did it, you awakened, you are magnificent. She turned, her wolfish instincts urging her forward, and Alaric's powerful presence grounded her. Without hesitation, she bounded towards him, nuzzling against his forearm, her heart full. Together, he whispered, a soft smile playing on his lips. Always together. But their moment of bliss was shattered by a low growl reverberating through the clearing. Kael emerged from the shadows, his eyes blazing with anger and envy. You think this changes anything? He spat, a sneer twisting his lips. You are still weak, Luna. Luna's newfound confidence flickered, but Alaric stepped in front of her, his stance fierce and unwavering. You don't frighten us, Kael. We are stronger than ever. But Kael's laughter was cold, cutting through the stillness of the night. Oh, Hannah, if you think a mere shift makes her worthy, she is still the same broken girl I met. Enough. Alaric roared, his voice thunderous, sending a shiver through the trees. Leave her out of this. Kael's eyes narrowed, his gaze shifting between them. Why protect her, Alaric? What good is a wolf who still carries the weight of her past? She is a liability. Instinct kicked in, and Luna let out a warning growl, feeling the protective surge within her wolf. I am not a liability, she snapped, stepping forward beside Alaric. Have you finally awakened? I am more than you think. Kael stepped back, amusement dancing in his eyes. Awakening doesn't erase fears, Luna. You'll never truly be free of them. You'll always be defined by your past. With her heart pounding in her chest, Luna felt the flames of determination reignite. You don't know me. I am more than my fears. I am my bond with Alaric. I am ready to fight. Alaric's pride surged, and he stood tall, unwavering. Yes, together. We will face any challenge. We will not let you manipulate her, Kale. Kale's face contorted with rage, his lips curling into a snarl. Then prepare yourselves. The pack will not stand for weakness, and I will make sure you both regret this day. With one final glare, Kale turned and vanished into the shadows, leaving behind an air of foreboding. The weight of his threats lingered, but instead of fear, Luna felt empowerment coursing through her veins. Luna, Alaric said, turning to her, his expression filled with pride and love. You were incredible. You stood firm against him. I couldn't have done it without you, she replied, nuzzling against his shoulder, her heart swelling with gratitude. You believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. He cupped her face, gazing deep into her eyes. You are a force, my bonded mate. Together, we will protect our pack, our love, and our destiny. As the moon shone brightly above them, illuminating their path, Luna felt the remnants of doubt dissolve. She was not just a wolf awakening, she was a warrior finding her place in the world, a world intertwined with the one she loved. But in the shadows, the battle for the pack's allegiance was only just beginning. As Kale plotted and schemed, the stakes grew higher, the tension mounting with every passing day. Luna and Alaric trained relentlessly, strengthening their bond and their skills. They faced each challenge together, but the shadows of Kale's threats loomed over them like an impending storm. One fateful night, as the moon hung full and bright, Luna felt an unease settle in her chest. Alaric, something doesn't feel right, she said, her voice trembling with uncertainty. He paused, concern etched across his face. What do you mean? I feel like Kale is planning something. He has not done with us yet. Alaric's brow furrowed as he took her hands in his. Then we must remain vigilant. We cannot show weakness. We will face whatever he throws at us. But as the nights wore on, they found themselves constantly on edge. Kale's influence began to seep into the pack, sowing seeds of doubt and uncertainty. Luna watched as some members began to question Alaric's leadership, whispering behind his back. One night, during a gathering under the stars, Kale's voice rang out, slick and insidious. Why should we trust a leader who is bonded to a wolf who could never shift, a leader who risks our future for a weakness? The murmurs grew louder, and Luna felt her heart sink as she grasped Alaric's hand tightly, feeling the tension radiate from him. Enough. Alaric thundered, his voice commanding the attention of the pack. Luna is my mate, and she is stronger than you realize. Our bond is our strength. The moon hung high above the steel core territory, its luminous glow casting ethereal shadows upon the first floor. Luna stood at the clearing's edge, her heart racing as she watched the pack members gather, whispers of doubt swelling like autumn leaves around her. Alaric stood tall, his presence a beacon of strength, but even he felt the tremors of unrest rippling through the pack. Alaric, she whispered, her voice trembling, what if they don't accept me? What if Kale's words have poisoned their hearts? He turned to her, his fierce blue eyes filled with unwavering determination. They will accept you, Luna. They must see the strength you possess now. We've come so far together. We can let Kale's poison seep into our bond. But what if my past haunts me? She asked, fear gripping her heart like a vice. What if I am not enough to protect you or the pack? His expression softened, and he stepped closer, cradling her face in his hands. You are everything, Luna. Your strength isn't defined by your past. It is your heart, your spirit, and your courage that will carry us through this. As the pack began to murmur, anticipation hung in the air like a palpable force. Alaric took a deep breath and stepped forward, commanding attention. Steel Claw Pack, he called, his voice resonating through the clearing, laced with authority. Tonight, we gather not just as wolves, but as a family. We face a challenge. The pack members shifted uncomfortably, some casting wary glances at Luna. She could feel their skepticism weaving through the gathering, a web of uncertainty that threatened to ensnare her. Kale stepped forward, his demeanor slick and arrogant, a predator lurking among the prey. A challenge, indeed, but what kind of leader risks everything on a mate who has yet to prove her worth? Can we truly trust Alaric with a bonded mate who couldn't even shift until now? Luna's heart sank as Kale's words cut through the night air. She felt the tension in Alaric's body, his protective instinct flaring like a wildfire. Kale, enough, he growled, his voice a low rumble of warning. Enough, why should I be silent when there is a wolf among us who has put us all at risk? Kale's eyes glinted with malice. We need a leader who can stand strong, not one who carries a weakness on their back. The murmurs of the pack rose again, uncertainty creeping into their voices. Luna squeezed Alaric's hand, searching for strength in his presence. Alaric, they're re-listening. We can let Kale turn them against us. With a fierce determination, Alaric stepped closer to the edge of the clearing, projecting his voice like a storm. Luna is my mate, and she has awakened her wolf in the face of adversity. She stands here not as a weakness but as my strength, as part of our future. But Kale's smirk remained, a serpent coiling, ready to strike. And what future is that? A future filled with doubt. We cannot follow a leader whose mate is still learning to embrace her true self. I am not afraid, Luna interjected, stepping forward, her voice rising to meet the challenge. I will fight for this pack. I will fight for Alaric and our bond. I am stronger than you think. The energy shifted, and she could feel eyes upon her, some wary, some curious. Alaric's pride surged. Yes, we will face whatever challenges arise together. We will not bow to doubt or manipulation. Luna and I share a bond that cannot be broken. Kale's laughter echoed through the clearing, chilling and mocking. Is that so? Bonds can be shattered, Alaric. Remember that well. With that, he turned, stalking into the shadows, leaving a silence that felt heavy with tension. Luna felt the weight of the pack's gaze, the uncertainty thick in the air. Alaric, what do we do now? She asked, her heart racing. And now, we prepare. We must show them the strength of our bond, of our love. We will train harder. We will prove to them that we are not only worthy but unbreakable. Days turned into nights as they trained relentlessly. Alaric pushed her, always with tenderness, urging her to trust in her instincts to embrace her wolf. Each moment was imbued with a newfound sense of purpose, and Luna felt herself growing stronger, more confident. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden hue across the forest, Luna approached Alaric. I feel different, she confessed, her voice low. I can sense my wolf more clearly now. She is becoming part of me. Alaric's eyes sparkled with pride. That is amazing, Luna. Trust in her. You re-embracing your true nature. You are not defined by fear but by the love we share. Just then, Kale emerged from the trees, his presence sending a chill through the air. Training hard, I see, but tell me, have you truly embraced the wildness within, Luna, or are you still just the Omega hiding behind your Alpha? Luna felt the rush of adrenaline course through her. I am not hiding, I am learning to fight for my place, for our pack. Kale stepped closer, an unsettling smile playing on his lips. And what happens when you falter? What happens when Alaric's faith in you is tested? Do you really think this bond will hold? Alaric surged forward, fury radiating from him. You will not manipulate her. She is stronger than anything you can throw at us. But Kale's laughter echoed like a death knell. Stronger? You think a mere bond can withstand the trials of leadership? I will expose her fears and watch everything you've built crumble. In that moment, Luna felt a surge of power ignite within her, a fierce determination fueled by love and the desire to protect her mate. You think I am weak, Kale. You think I'll let you tear apart what I hold dear. You don't understand the strength of our bond. Kale's expression darkened, the amusement fading into a dangerous glint. Then prepare to face the consequences, Luna. I will not rest until I prove to the pack that you are nothing but a liability. With a sudden growl, he turned and vanished into the shadows, leaving behind an air of foreboding. Luna felt her heart race, fear creeping in. What if he is right, Alaric? What if I can't protect you or the pack? He took her hands, grounding her with his unwavering gaze. You are not a liability, Luna. You are my mate. Together, we will face whatever comes our way. I believe in you. That night, as Luna lay in the quiet of the forest, her thoughts tumbled like leaves in a storm. She could feel the pull of her wolf, a wild spirit yearning for freedom. What if I could harness that power? She thought, her heart racing with the possibilities. With dawn breaking, she slipped away from the camp, seeking the glade where Alaric had first encouraged her to connect with her wolf. The air shimmered with magic, the morning dew sparkling like diamonds. I want to be strong, she whispered to the wind, feeling the ancient trees watching over her. Show me, she breathed, closing her eyes. Show me the power within. As she stood alone, focused on her breathing, a wave of energy surged through her, igniting the spark of her wolf. She could feel the heartbeat of the earth, the pulse of her instincts. I am not afraid, she declared, the words echoing in the silence. Suddenly her wolf surged forth, a brilliant flash of copper fur and wild energy. Luna gasped, feeling the rush of power envelop her, a crackling electricity. Yes, together, we are strong. But as she reveled in the sensation, a cold wind swept through the glade, and the shadows twisted around her. Kale stepped forward, a smirk playing on his lips. How quaint, you relearning, but will it be enough? Luna's heart thundered in her chest as she transformed back to her human form, standing tall. You have no power here, Kale. I am stronger than you think. Is that so? He taunted, stepping closer, his voice dripping with mockery. Let us see if your newfound courage holds. The pack's loyalty is fickle, and I will exploit that. Not if I stand beside Alaric, not if we fight together, she replied, feeling the fierce determination swell within her. But what if you falter? What if you fail him? He pressed, a malevolent glint in his eyes. I will expose every flaw you have, every fear you carry. Luna met his gaze, unwavering. Then I'll rise from those fears. I will not let you win. With a low growl, Kale stepped back, a flicker of annoyance crossing his face. This isn't over, Luna. You will regret defying me. As he disappeared into the shadows, Luna felt a surge of confidence course through her. She had faced him,